And you know, the Lord told us that we fulfilled our season of ministry in the city, and he told us that it was time for us to move down to the farm. Because before we moved down here full time, about a year ago, we had been coming back and forth because we've owned the property probably about 5 years, and so we came back and forth for about 3 or 4 years, something like that. And we're trying to get things done on the farm by coming down here and just spending an hour at a time down here working, trying to clear pastures and different things like that. But we realized that it was only so much that we could do as far as growth. You know, we could kind of like lock in and sustain things on the level that they were, but we really couldn't grow, you know, and expand. And like things like this, like putting up all this fencing. We fenced off probably about three acres. I think it was last summer when we first moved down here. And that was one of the first things that we did. You know, we fenced off these pastures. We began the process of building the barn, and then we got Emma, and we've been full-fledged, you know, on renovations.
Moon is watching shallow dreams. Night is rocking her to sleep. Wind whispers in the trees. Hidden secrets are hard to keep. Sunset in golden fields. Lost the battle and her dreams. Hidden secrets are hard to keep.
Yep, I did. All right, go and show me the other way. Say, go ahead and show me the other way.
Actually, we got 2 more ways.
Sounds good. Okay, I see. What's going on, I.A.G farm family? It's Sunday evening. Boys and I have just been chilling out today. Megan and Noah are gone to the grocery. And we just kind of chilling out here in the pastures. We got the sheep moved from out here the other day. I think that was Friday. We got them moved and got everybody sorted. Got everybody in their winter paddocks. And we're just giving these pastures out here time to rest. And we're also going to be coming in here over the winter and doing some clearing. I know you can see some of this section back here behind me. We're going to turn all that into pasture. And I put the pigs in here a couple years ago. It might have been last summer. And they cleared all the underbrush for me. So now all I have to do is bring the tractor in with that piranha too, and just you know, uproot these trees here. Yeah, we're gonna get all those things done as well off in this pasture, just letting it rest. And the boys are taking full advantage of having you know, all these hills and valleys and the creek, and they've been jumping the creek with their bikes and they're riding down the hills. You finna ride down again, Titus?
Yep.
All right, Titus finna ride down again. Let's see it, buddy. That's pretty good, Ty. Alright. Hold on, let me come over there, buddy. Yeah, they got all type of little paths and things that they've been riding on. They've been riding all through the woods and just doing what little boys should be doing instead of sitting around playing video games. And it's a beautiful thing because it's nice and chilly out here today. Nice fall day. We got the wood stove going in there. And Emma, just look at it. It's beautiful. Y'all really get to see things from this perspective because usually little sheep are in here. Are you gonna ride all the way from up there?
Yep.
All right, let's see what happens.
like that time I was on the driveway.
All right, don't speak too soon now. Oh yeah,
You ready?
it's pretty good there. All right, Tyler, let's see what you got. Oh yeah, looks good, buddy. Yeah, y'all can see they pick up pretty good speed coming down these hills, and like I said, it's just fun times for them. They ride all the way down through the bottom pastures. They ride out through these woods here. But yeah, we just letting these pastures rest, and Lord willing, by the time next summer gets here, we'll be able to maybe get us a milk cow, and we have our pastures more established out here. Like I said, this was really the first year that we released animals on these pastures here, because we just got everything fenced off. Like I said, we only been down here. This is our first year living full time on the farm. And all of you oldest, some of the newbies might not know, but we moved down to the farm about a year ago. And this farm, we didn't have a mobile home, we didn't have septic, we didn't have water lines. We came down here because we sold our house in the city. And you know, we had a ministry in the city that we did for about the last 10 years or so. And I was the pastor of the ministry, and Megan, she was over like all the administration and all those type of things, secretary type work. And we really were all pastors, you know, pastors, evangelists, just ministers, like in different ways. We all had similar responsibilities as a part of the ministry. And you know, the Lord told us that we fulfilled our season of ministry in the city, and he told us that it was time for us to move down to the farm. Because before we moved down here full time about a year ago, we had been coming back and forth because we've owned the property probably about 5 years. And so we came back and forth for about 3 or 4 years, something like that. And we're trying to get things done on the farm by coming down here and just spending an hour at a time down here working, trying to clear pastures and different things like that. But we realized that it was only so much that we could do as far as growth. You know, we could kind of like lock in and sustain things on the level that they were, but we really couldn't grow, you know, and expand. And like things like this, like putting up all this fencing. We fenced off probably about 3 acres. I think it was last summer when we first moved down here. And that was one of the first things that we did. You know, we fenced off these pastures. We began the process of building the barn, and then we got Emma, and we've been full-fledged, you know, on renovations of Emma. And it just, let's see if y'all can see from this way. Like I said, 'cause y'all rarely get a chance to see from this angle. And you can tell. Let me see if I can let y'all see. Y'all know when y'all usually see it, y'all can't really tell. But I don't know if you can see how up high on the hill Emma is. So yeah, we, like I say, it's up on the hill. Got our big long house on the hill. I'm loving it. But yeah, we've, like I say, been getting things established down here and trying to, y'all can go ride, boys. I'm gonna walk down to this bottom pasture down here. I can ride on down there. But yeah, we've been trying to get things established around here and set up so that we can be in position to raise all of our own food, raise all of our own meat, vegetables, and all those type of things. And like I say, you know, we've did a lot up until this point, and we still have a lot to do. We're really just beginning the process. And I just felt like I wanted to bring y'all along with me as I walked through the pastures as the boys played. Oh yeah, your chain popped off. But yeah, we have a creek that comes through right here. There's a lot of water that comes through. I hadn't had a chance. It hadn't rained in so long that I hadn't had a chance to show y'all. But that's one of my favorite things to do, is to come out in the rain and check and see how the creek is doing. But yeah, the creek is doing good. Got our fencing along this whole back section here. And this is all fenced off. This is actually the property line here of our property. And over on this side of the fence is the neighbor's property. So our property goes all the way up there. And the pond is right there. You can't see it because we're at the bottom of the dam. But the pond is right there, and then it goes on up the hill. So our property pretty much, it starts at the hill, then it comes down, flattens out in this section. And this is actually a water runoff. And then it goes back up where you can see the Emma is at back there. And then once it goes back up, it flattens out again on that bench back there. And then our property line is not too far back in the back. But yeah, this is the section where y'all usually see us feeding the sheep at. But usually, you know, we come in through those farm gates over there to feed the sheep. And Like I said, y'all always see it from that angle. So I figured it'd be a beautiful thing to show y'all the property from a different angle.
Get these buckets out of here.
Oh yeah, y'all can pick them up, stack them up. So we don't need them in here anymore. You can just take them and stack them on top of each other. Make sure you dump out any water that's inside of them, and then you can put them on top of one of those posts over there so we can get them. We start using those buckets for feeding the pigs in, even though they're just gonna turn it over. Yeah. This is our old portable sheep pen here. We used to put our rams in here and move them around just to keep them separated from the ewes. But as you can see, this thing needs some work. And y'all have heard the story about us selling dog kennels. This is one of the last ones that we had. We had 3 left when we got out of the dog kennel business and cashed out that business so we can buy this property. And we turned one of them into a mobile sheep pen, and I might eventually fix this one up and make it into like a chicken tractor or, you know, a rabbit tractor or something like that. Put turkeys in there and move turkeys and chickens and whatever it is, like small animals around on pasture, you know, before they go to freezer camp. You could also have a pig in there. Like you can have one pig in there and move it around on pasture. But that's one of the problems that we have with our pasture port operation, is that a lot of times, like, you know, the fence gets ground out and the pigs end up getting out. And so we hadn't had pigs on pasture in a while. But we plan to get pigs back on pasture soon, because we have a whole property down the road there. It's probably about somewhere between 7 to 10 acres. Because this property here is about 5 acres. And we have a property down the road. We call it the Woodlands. And we haven't been there in probably about 6-7 months. But it's about 7 to 10 acres. And our plan is to train the pigs up here on an electric fence, and then move them down there and raise them and move them through the woods. You know, because even though we have grazing type hogs, the American Guinea hogs, they still kind of tear your grass up. You know, and we want our pastures to stay beautiful. You know, but yeah, me and the boys are out here walking around.
Riding our bikes down here.
That's right. Y'all done riding your bikes?
No.
All right, go back to it then, buddy.
We just sat there and getting the thing up there.
Good. Isn't it beautiful out here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feels so good. It's nice and chilly. Got a nice chill in the air.
Yeah, we got to put on the thermos.
Oh yeah, the thermals that the subscribers bought for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yeah, subscribers are such a blessing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And it gets to cover up the hole in my pants.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right, so y'all have fun, boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dad.
What's up?
I know probably the bike that wearing the helmet, the bike's probably saying, "There's the helmet."
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, y'all. Like I said, we don't have too much going on today. Just pull it out the camera, just to kind of show y'all around this pasture. Let me just let y'all see from this angle here. Yeah, boy, they got them little trail going through this part of the creek. I love it. This is what I needed when I was a boy, to be able to ride my bike through pastures like this. And eventually, y'all don't tell them, but eventually we're gonna get them some 4-wheelers. If they can, look at him. He hear what I'm saying. Trying to be nosy. Oh. Yeah, if they act right, we're gonna eventually get them some. We told them they got to be mature enough first though, before we get them some. But yep, got this old pile here of brush that we cleared out. This is actually the brush here from what I pushed up out of this little section here after we got the pigs out. And right now we just leaving it here like for a rabbit habitat, wild animal habitat. We have a wild rabbit that we raised up from a baby. We found it, you know, it was actually in this pasture over that way. It was that rabbit and like 4 of his siblings, and all of the other ones died, but we raised up that one, and we bottle fed it and then let it go once it got big enough. And I think he lives in there because we see him every now and then running around at night. He just stays kind of in the pasture section. I would love to get a little spot where I can feed him, but I might leave a little food out now because the sheep aren't in here. Because if I would have left food out before, the sheep would have just ate it. So I might be able to leave a little bowl of food or something around here to feed them. Let them come out, maybe set up a trail camera or something like that on them. But I'm pretty sure he's in there right now, probably looking at us. But yeah, this is gonna be beautiful once we have it established and set up like we want to get it. Like I said, we're gonna get all this cleared out here. The only tree I'm gonna leave is this big pecan tree here. And it would be good if these pecan trees were produced, but it's some type of disease that went around this area and took out all the pecan trees. It's like they still grow and they're still big and they still, you know, are alive, but they don't produce pecans anymore. The pecans that they drop are just dead, you know, and rotten by the time they drop. And you can see the beginning parts of a pen back here that I was making that I never got a chance to finish. So I was just gonna do some cattle pounders here. And I have a little spot where we can kind of like, you know, run the sheep to and lock them up when we needed to work them or do anything with them. But I was gonna run this pen here all the way down there and then loop it back in right there at that post right there. I never got around to doing it. Like I said, I got tied up working on Emma, inside of Emma. What's up, Tyus? Huh? Oh yeah, that'll be something. I think he's living in that pile over there. Yeah, but y'all can see how I kind of looped it in right here. And I was, like I said, I was gonna take it all the way down and then loop it back in there and have a spot where we can lock the sheep in and possibly have a ram pen, but we just changed our plans. And we said we're gonna get the sheep off of this pasture, off of these pastures here, and go ahead and let everything recover, and then just get it ready for you know, next spring and summer. And hopefully we'll have a bunch of little baby lambs on the ground. And yeah, like I said, possibly a milk cow. And we might start off with a meat cow and just raise that cow to kind of see, you know, how it goes. Because some of our oldest, I already know that we had one cow before. You know, we had never raised a cow all the way, you know, grown. We had a little calf, a little bottle calf that we were bottle feeding, but it died. And she was a little thing when she died. You know, she was barely even off milk. We had just weaned her. She hadn't been weaned too long, and then she died on us. But other than that, we've never had you know, cattle or cows. And so you know, we might get a meat cow and then just kind of you know, get our feet wet with cattle from that cow. Because I think that the amount of land that we have, the amount of grass and pasture, because we have this 3 acres fenced off, and then we're gonna fence off about a 1/4 acre at the front of the property up top up there, and there's another about 1/4 acre on this side of the property that we're gonna fence off. And we're gonna break all these sections down into like about 5 rotations. And so this first section here, let me turn you around slowly. This first section here, I'll probably put some cross fencing, probably coming down through here, and fence this off. And then this section here goes all the way to the back of the property to where the barn is at. And so then I have this section, that's one section. And then we'll have this section right here, this paddock, and that'll be another one. So I'll probably put about two, maybe 3, probably 2 paddocks in this section, and just put some, you know, hardwire fence there, because we thought about doing electric fence and then maybe like electric netting, but we think it's best to just go and do a hard fence, like as our as the line that goes down in the middle of the rotations. That way we can just have a farm gate and just swing it open, kind of like the one up there at the barn site that we did on the last video that y'all saw. On the other video, I guess it was the last video, one of the other videos y'all saw. And it had two rotations in here, and then we'll have to move them to the top of the hill. That'll be the 3rd rotation, and then it'll probably be a 4th rotation on this side of the property over here, and then maybe a 5th. We'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Like I said, we think it's enough grass to support maybe 1 or 2 cows, maybe a milk cow and her you know, baby, and we can do some calf sharing or something like that. What y'all think, boys? Y'all think we got enough grass to support maybe 1 or 2 cows?
That's plenty.
You think it's plenty? That's right. We're gonna see how tall it'll get this year, because we just got it fenced off, and the neighbors' horses were coming over last year and eating some of it before we put the sheep in here. So we gotta just let it grow all, you know, winter and all of the beginning of the spring, and then probably early summer, you know, let the animals out and kind of see how it holds up. Yeah. Y'all done riding, boys?
No.
Y'all taking a break? I got you. All right, y'all. I think I'm finna go back in here and watch a little bit more football. Megan and Noah should be back pretty soon. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this little walk around the pastures. I know my walking talks are a little bit different from Megan's walking talks. I try not to preach at y'all too much, you know, because I get a little bit aggressive with my preaching. So I'm breathing hard and sweating. Megan is she's so gentle with her exhortation, and I think that's the best for, you know, this platform, this format of teaching. Because I had y'all scared, balled up in the corner somewhere. Repent! But yeah, I just want to kind of take y'all around and kind of, you know, just share the vision, because that's my duty on the farm, is to be a visionary and to make the plans for the things that we're going to do. And I bring those things to the table before Megan and the boys, and we decide in which order we're gonna do those things. And so y'all look forward to you know, these pastures developing themselves, this property developing itself, you know, being developed at least. It's not gonna develop itself. But I'm a little bit out of breath. We got these hills around here. There's a lot of walking and talking. But yeah, y'all just look forward to things being developed around here and in the future as time goes on, because we have a big vision from the Lord as far as what he desires for us to do, what he's told us, what he's spoken to us about giving away food to those who are in need, giving away millions of dollars of farm raised meats and vegetables and all those good things. And we're not going to do it alone. You know, we feel like the Lord is going to rise up a mighty army, you know, of farmers, of homesteaders, this community where it's all about God, you know, because I.A.G Farms is not just the name of our farm, but it's a movement. It's an identity. It's like we're homesteading, we're farming for God. We're not self-sufficient, because a lot of times we call ourselves self-sufficient. Anything with self in it, it's hard to. I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to offend anybody by making them think that there's something wrong with the word self-sufficient, because I know what they mean. But anytime we put self in it, it's like that's not from God, because God is not. I don't know how can I say it. I guess I'll just say what I want to say. So we don't want to be self-sufficient, but we want to be grace sufficient, not thinking that we ourselves can do anything, but totally being dependent upon Jesus, you know, because his grace is sufficient towards us, you know, and his strength is made perfect in weakness. But I'm gonna end it right there, y'all. Like I said, I ain't gonna talk your head off today, but just want to take y'all along for a walk and kind of share some vision, kind of brainstorm with you all. And you feel free to share your thoughts, you know, in the comment section about what we could do, how we can separate pastures, how many cows we might be able to maintain on the amount of grass that we have. We have about, you know, 3-4 acres of grass, something like that. And yeah, just let us know what y'all think. But I'm gonna end today's video right here. It's I.A.G Farms.
It's all about God.
We'll see y'all on the next one.